It all started on 24th of March, and this account named I'm Nick Santoro started to follow me. I mean, people follow me every day. Maybe I'm a little bit too much. They follow me like once a week at least. This guy followed me. He had 200,000 followers on Instagram only. I was very impressed. Like, why would you follow me? I have less than 100 followers on Instagram. I think I gotta like the lightning. I was supposed to be like this, but I don't know, tell me in the comments. But the thing that cut me off was that his profile was private. He had 200,000 followers with a private account. But as curious as I am, I sent him a message. I wanted to know why exactly he followed me. So I asked, hey, sorry, but why did you follow me? And then the machine was turned on. He found a comment of mine about being an actress and he found it cute. Cute. Then he said I reminded him of himself when he was my age. He didn't know my age. Then he said he saw my dogs on my YouTube channel. And he said that they are lovely, lovely. If you've seen my dogs, they're in French, so I guess you didn't, but if you've seen them, they are everything but lovely. So I admitted that it was very embarrassing because I do bullshit in those videos. I say whatever comes to my mind and it's in French, so I bet he didn't understand a thing. And he replied that no, it wasn't embarrassing and that my voice was cute. Then he recovered by saying that I should follow my actress career, which I don't have one. I know I should follow my dream. So what's stopping me? I'm broke. And you never know why someone can't follow their dreams. In my case, when I'm older, I wanna die. Joking. I'm just extremely broke. Which, if you ask me, is kind of the same thing, but that's for another day, I guess. And then he said that I seem lonely. Is it something that people ask? Because I couldn't know. And he said that seeming lonely was cute. And then in a message, he implied that I was a kid, which I said that I'm not a kid. And then that's when things started to get weird. And I mean weird, because he said that I look 14. I do not look 14. So I was asking myself at this point, was he going around talking to 14-year-old girls and saying that they're cute? Was he? So by all means, I asked if his account was real. He said, yep, real. Because everyone knows that answer couldn't possibly be a lie. I was asking this because the comments and the likes were turned off, which was extremely suspicious with an account with 200,000 followers. And his excuse was that he deactivated the likes and the comments on some posts. Some. Spoiler? I didn't see any likes or any comments on any of his posts. And then he proceeded to say that I am an unusual girl. Usually I would say yes, but coming from a 28-year-old man that I don't know, I just ignored it. Then I noticed that he said, I don't know why I sent you a request. You didn't? My account is public. You didn't send me a request. I did, because your account is private. And you don't, because you said that you followed me because you saw one of my comments that you liked. Pick a reason. But anyway, must have been a win. And as if that would make my suspicion go away, he said he wished me the best, which is fine, it's really kind. But I was playing dumb because I knew something was off. clearly something is wrong. Something. I don't know what it is yet. I mean, I know, but at this point I didn't know. We got to know each other a little bit. I was very evasive with my responses because I didn't want him to know anything about me that was really personal. Then came his agency situation. He said he got his house due to his agency, which I thought was normal because why would you want him in Italy if he's gonna be a model in the US? He said he got loads of DMs every day, which I get because he had 200,000 followers. But then the stories came. Instagram stories. He did a Q&A and some people texted him, some people asked questions, some people said, "Oh my gosh, you're so hot, I thought you were single," or something like that, I think I remember. And I asked him how he got into modeling. Then the story was very weird. He said something around those lines that a friend of his sent his pictures to an agency and that he started being a model because of that, which I think is really weird because he was living in Italy at this point. I headed to Google. I googled him multiple times and I found nothing. When you're a model, even if you're not known that much, with 200,000 followers, you still have an internet footprint, I guess. You have your name somewhere in an agency, somewhere on Google Pictures, but no, he had none. It was like he never existed in the first place. So I asked him for a picture the next day. He sent me a picture, which was dumb, because I knew you could fake a picture. And the picture he sent me, I remember, was outside. The sky was really blue, which I guess it is in California, but the picture was a view once, which you have to choose on a conversation on Instagram. I tried to screenshot it and it said no, you can't, it's only view once. And I took one of his modeling photos and put it in a website that says if it's AI or not, and guess what, it was 98% real. But he was so incoherent that I started hesitating heavily. I didn't know how to feel about him when he said that he's a freelancer because agencies don't work in California anymore. I mean, I could know because I'm not a model in California, I guess. But then after this message, just under there, a small paragraph, he said, he brought it back himself. He said, if you need more ways to find out if I'm real or not, I can give you better ones. I'm sorry, what? But then after discussing for a little while, he said something that made my opinion crash in one way. He said, "Good girl." Good girl? You're not Arthur Morgan, and I'm not your fucking horse. I'm not your dog either. Then he said it again, followed by a new boyfriend. But as my usual, I answered with humor by asking, what about you? No boyfriend? I was very creeped out because I never say haha in messages, ever. But he didn't know that. Why did you get a boyfriend? You gay? And he seemed to write long messages extremely fast. Like, I mean, I think I type fast, but I couldn't write as fast as him. Like, his fingers were like, I don't know, like a machine's. I don't have any recording of him typing that fast, but it was really weird. Like, how could you write this size of a message in 1 second, 2 seconds? It clearly seemed like some pre-written message, or maybe an AI even. And then his excuse was to say that he spent 15 years in web development. What does that have to do with this? Then he told me that he dropped out of school at 12 years old. no school. And he said, welcome to South Italy? Is that a common thing there? And also, I told him that I dropped out of school at 19 because I repeated a year, and he said that he should hate me because he's Italian, implying that Italians are very strict with education. I can't believe the fucking nerve of this guy for telling me he should hate me because I quit school at 19. Well, he did when he was 12. And then he said that he was born around mafia, blah blah blah. I was pretty convinced he was AI at this point. And then started the weird shit. Yeah, because he started to say he might care too much about me. But then he started to send me some weird French sentences, even though he said nothing about knowing any French. Yeah, you could say he probably translated it. No, they were written in 2 seconds. Again. Then I talked about Nick Good because they have the same name. I mean, I talked about every Nick I know. Nick Fury, Nick Wilde, Nick Good. And he immediately responded with, is it Fear Street or something? I guess it's pretty known. Probably not in France, but in the US I guess it's probably known. But I wasn't expecting this. Because to me, I never hear anything about Fear Street. Anything. Even when the new one dropped out, which, if you ask me, was really bad. And his excuse was so weird when I see it right now. He said, I googled it since I'm a fucking nerd, or I spent my days on Netflix. What do you mean, or? Then he stopped messaging me after the conversation ended. I said, hey, in his messages. I said, hey, responding to his note. And then I saw these pictures and this video. Oh my god, you're an AI. I'm reporting his account. You have to know that at this point, he hadn't responded to me in days. Almost a week. And weirdly, another guy went to talk to me. He was really weird as well, because we first talked in the comment section. And he was clearly lonely. And he was clearly begging for a girlfriend. Anyway, he blocked me soon after, so. And when he saw the "you're an AI" message, he said, did I treat you badly? Did I? Which right now, I find disgusting. And his excuse was, do you think Instagram doesn't know that I create videos using AI? Read my bio, darling. These videos are AI generated to save time. Save time on what? And read my bio, darling. Ugh. I read his bio 1,000 times. Because I was curious, because I was suspicious. And I already translated the Russian below. Which in any translator said, not a fan page. I was very angry but also relieved that my suspicion was right. He was really defending his character here. As you'll see, let me read you the messages. I was sincere and honest with you, so don't worry. I could have asked you for anything, but instead I took an interest in you because I enjoyed talking to you. That video is not with AI, it's a picture with Meta AI motion effects. You can do it in your stories right now. Oh, thank you. I didn't really look it up because it doesn't really matter, as you'll see. I wrote about the fact that he didn't answer me for a few days before finally responding to me when I said that he was AI. Then it started to get even weirder. If it was even possible, I thought I told you. I get thousands of DMs every freaking day and that's it. I replied because found your comments in my post pinned. What does "you don't exist" mean? Did I catfish you or something? Well, first of all, please speak English if you're gonna speak to me, or French at least. And did he catfish me? No, not at all. Pretending to be a hot blonde dude, a model in California, to a wannabe actress, almost a decade younger than you, is not catfishing. He said that he didn't see my DMs because I didn't reply to his stories, which I don't know if it's a thing for known accounts, but I feel like it's not. I feel like you see DMs as much as you see replies to your stories. Then he asked what he can do to prove me that he's real. I said obviously nothing, because you can fake anything. You can fake a picture, you can fake a video, you can fake an audio, you can fake anything right now. I'm not an AI, don't worry. I mean, this person you're talking to right now is not an AI, but every single thing you see in that profile could be generated by Meta, so by Instagram. Yep. What do you mean, yep? And he said, it's literally written in my bio. No, it's not. He mentioned that it was the sentence in Russian. I translated it multiple times, and it was always around the lines of, this is not a fan page, or do not create a fan page. So I told him, and you know what he said? He said that it meant not a fanbot account. Which means what? It's literally the same thing. It means that it's not a fanbot account. Which means I am not AI. Which is a lie, by the way. I knew I was wasting my time, so I stopped arguing. He said that it was written on every of his posts, that it was possibly AI, which I didn't see any warning for. He sent me a screenshot of the warning saying that this post could use AI, not is. And he continued trying to blame me for what he did and for the way I reacted. He said, I'm not getting it. Why on earth would I have talked to you? Did I trick you into something? Did I fucking try to sold you things? Did I catfish you? Yes, you did, because I thought I was talking to Nick Santoro. Turns out I wasn't. Because yeah, he had a third reason for following me. He said that he just liked my pictures. That's 3 reasons for why he followed me, all different at different times. And when I said that yes, he catfished me, he said, no, how, lol. And I explained what happened, which he should remember. But yeah, he's been very, very manipulative. I'm lucky that I don't tolerate bullshit. So yeah, I basically said that when I asked if he was real, he said, yep, real, multiple times, mind you. And he gave me a random definition of the word catfish, which I think is dumb, because I don't think you need to trick someone into doing something for it to be catfish. We talked, and for a small moment, I thought he was a real person. And then I found out that is not who he said he was. That's catfishing. I said that it was wrong to pretend to be someone else, which it is, but he had the guts to say that he wasn't, and that this person doesn't exist. He said there's a warning, which is only visible on his computer from the screenshot that I saw, by the way. I never saw any warning whatsoever, even if I looked in the settings. And then he said, see it as a sociological experiment. I'm bored. Lol. And then I remember that when I was confused, I messaged a girl he followed named Lavinia. I didn't know if she was AI too or not. She told me she had no idea whether he's real or not, but that it was suspicious and that it was probably a scam and that I should be careful. She said she doesn't know because she doesn't follow him back, because when you don't follow someone back that has a private account, you can't see their posts. You can't see anything of their account except their bio, I think. He said that he doesn't know that girl, but he follows her. And then he said he has a bot following people for him, which I found really hard to believe, because he doesn't follow that many people. I think it's less than 200. But then, as if he taunted me, which he did because I was very curious, he said there's something about my account that you should know. At this point, I was reporting everything to my best friend. I was sending her all the screenshots, everything. She knows everything. I acted like I didn't care, but I really wanted to know what this was. Then he said, watch this and record, please. So I did. I recorded on my phone. I recorded my phone with my other phone just in case, and nothing happened. So then I went to check his account, and I was blocked. When I found this out, it made me laugh a lot. I couldn't believe it. It was like the most exciting thing that has happened to me. I know I have a sad life, which weirdly enough is the same thing that happened with the other account I was talking to. So I really don't know right now if they were the same person, but I really think it was. Also, I'm Nick Santoro. The original account was up since 2023. It's my first time writing a video, so I'm sorry if it's not perfect, but I'm really trying because this was really funny, I think. Then came the fucked up shit, and I made it for real. Another account followed me soon after and left 2 big comments on my most recent video. The first comment was big, fat, and heavy. And I'm warning that it is really disturbing and very manipulative. Trigger warning for anyone. The profile okay. The profile you reported doesn't exist. There are about 70 others still active and out that there will be never removed. It's not catfishing because this profile operates on its own and doesn't speak or respond to anyone. I used to use this one to look at memes and relax, and then I found you and I liked you, and I was bored, but I had no intention of catfishing you. I've never catfished anyone because it would simply be too stupid to do so, and no one would believe it. I resell these accounts for advertising. I'm sorry you've fallen victim to your own delusions. Lol. You just won't accept the fact that you enjoyed talking to that AI idiot purely because of his looks. But the person behind it is real, and you don't care because you was into his appearance only. I enjoyed talking to you, but now that this is a losing battle, there are 500 other accounts like this active right now. À bientôt. Bientôt means see you soon. Yeah, so that was a big one. Just the fact that he's so incoherent. One moment he said that there is 70 other accounts like this, and then 500. He says I was talking to an AI idiot. Then he said I was talking to him. And the worst is that he blames me. He doesn't see what's wrong with his actions, which I think it's like, I don't even have a word for this. He doesn't even understand that it's bad, even though I explained it to him. He wants me to feel bad for him. He wants me to reach out to him. And he wants me to feel bad for what I did, for my reaction. It's either a really bad AI or a really bad person. I don't know which is worse, but he also assumed that I was talking to Nick only for his appearance, which I found really weird because I never made any comments on that. And what interested me at first was that he was a model and he could maybe get me into that world if I befriended him enough. Which I know it's kind of stupid, but I'm stupid, so I guess that makes sense. And then he continued commenting with, I also want to point out that you can't report an AI profile because I deleted it myself and cloned it into another one that's already up and running with 300,000 followers. I'm sorry if I hurt or offended you, but if you were smart, you would have stayed and enjoyed the weird situation and you would ask more about why I do this shit. Lol. Too bad. Bye. This is fucking nuts. I thought it was so fucking funny how desperate he sounded to make me feel bad, which I don't, by the way. His comments are just fucking bad. And when I blocked that account, I thought he maybe had something better to do with his life. And I was wrong, because another account followed me soon after. Give me a chance? I'm only asking for 5 minutes of chat. We have the same sense of humor. Holy shit. Worst case scenario, you'll block me again, lol. I have 600 other accounts anyway ready for this shit. If after 5 minutes you won't have changed your mind, then goodbye. And if you block me here, I will use another account, lol. Think about it, 5 minutes, baguettes. First 70, then 500, then 600. I replied saying that this was called harassment, which kinda is. And then I stumbled across another comment 30 minutes later because I have a life. unemployed life, but alive. Okay, another account. Holy shit, this is boring. 5 minutes in chat? I swear I'm dumb, Italian, totally harmless, and I look like Nick from Zootopia. 5 minutes, come on. No! This is the type of guy that doesn't know what consent means. You say no, they harass you into yes. I'm so lucky that this happened to me and not anyone else, I hope, because I'm very strong-minded. Please, if you ever encounter this type of interaction, either report it to an adult, or if it lasts a few days, you can call the police. And never give up and message them, because you don't know what could happen. They could steal your IP, then they know where you live. They can force you into doing something that's really bad for you. Oh, and I'm in my 20s, lol. Oh, you're 20? I forgive you. I answered this last comment. I said that he blocked me, so why would he wanna talk to me right now? Bullshit. He said, too bad, bye. Then he said, if I don't respond in 5 minutes, then goodbye. Yeah, goodbye. He doesn't even understand his own words. That's a shame, can't even read. He left school at 12. And then, when I blocked that other account, he sent another comment. At this point, I was truly getting annoyed, so I just blocked the account after taking a screenshot. Holy shit, this is my 5th attempt. 1. I didn't block you, the profile just doesn't exist anymore. Anything I said to you is true, lol. 2. I want to talk to you for 5 minutes because I'd like to confirm that you're not just another stupid, retarded 20-something like all the rest, and that I really wasn't wrong about you since we're actually really similar in personality. No, we're not. 3. I don't care about impressing you or justifying myself. You don't? What's all that for then? What I'm doing isn't illegal. It's just immoral, if anything. But I'm not a bad person, I think. 5 minutes? I really liked you freaking 2,000 cat photos, and I don't have any ulterior motives. Wow. So reassuring. And I'm really a gamer and whatever. 5 minutes? Don't make me use another account. Lol. Yeah, lol. That made me laugh my fucking ass off. Because you're wasting your time. Then, after a few hours, he sent a last comment. Finally. Okay, I won't insist. Last message from last account. This is getting ridiculous, lol. And I'm not a stalker. Which made me really creeped out because I told my friends that he was a stalker. As a joke. I just wanted to let you know that my job, which is creating AI bot accounts on Instagram and many other social networks to advertise campaigns and ads, will continue as it has for 10 years because it's the only job I have and I'm not the only one. Is this a thing? Well, I know it's a thing, but I didn't know real people had access to the accounts. I know billionaires agencies who do this every day, but I enjoyed talking to you and I didn't ignore you at all. If you had accepted the request to talk privately, I would have shown you photos of how it all works. I don't have 24/7 access to my AI profiles because they work independently. I can answer only in a specific time. Then where did all the messages sent in less than 10 minutes come from? If you had asked every single woman I followed if I'd contacted them, they would have said no. My profiles do not chat with anyone or respond to anyone because do it means being banned. Then why did you insert to me? I'm sorry you're not interested in a real human being and talking to a real person who shares many things with you, and I'm sorry your only interest in me was only related to his body. I am not interested in talking to a narcissistic psychomaniac obsessed with a woman who looks 14. Also, he had a few pictures on his feed that were naked. Like, obviously you couldn't see anything, but personally, I'm not a fan of naked people. I think our bodies should stay private to ourselves. It's only my opinion, but I thought his pictures were gross. I'm from Europe like you. I'm 26 and I'm a freaking nerd. I love cats. I'm not some fat guy sitting behind a screen trying to catfish girls. First of all, rude for all the fat guys sitting behind a screen right now that are good persons. And You do catfish girls. I'm pretty sure I wasn't the only one. I am not a weird pervert. Debatable. This is an insult to my intelligence. You have one? I thought smart people knew AI was bad for the environment. But I guess I'm stupid for believing that. I must be the most idiotic, dumbest girl ever then. I really love games and I could talk about this for hours. I found all of these shits in you. Yeah, I wanna shit, so you probably found a lot of shit in me. And I like the idea to have a friend. I'm not even a native English speaker. And this sentence hurts me. You're an interesting girl and I wish you nothing but the best. If only that were true. I highly doubt that he wasn't throwing a tantrum behind his screen because I wouldn't talk to him. I hope you can look beyond appearances in the future, and I'm sorry to bother you. And no, I didn't catfish you. I catfished myself, lol, adieu. I'm just confused at what this all means. I didn't get anything more. It's been a few days, that's why I haven't uploaded any shorts. I was working on this. I was waiting for the right time that my parents went home because they would find me weird for speaking English alone in my room. I don't know if he was AI or human. I'm thinking a mix of both. He was too good to be true. True. You know, this type of thing happened to me when I was 15 or 16. I don't even remember the name of the guy that did that to me. I got catfished by him for 3 months, which when you're 16 is a lot, especially when you're lonely. And I needed almost a year of recovery from that because I was so attached to him and I really thought it was real, and I felt so stupid when I found out on a YouTube thumbnail, mind you. So yeah, that's maybe a topic for another video because I don't really remember much of it, so it probably will be shorter. I mean, I've been recording for 1 hour and 18 minutes and someone just entered my home. And remember, if you like this video, you can leave a like there, I guess, here. No, I mean, it's probably here. Well, if you're on phone, it's here. If you're on if you're on computer, it's here. And you can leave a comment. I heard and answer to every relevant, funny or kind comment. I read them all as soon as I can. The moral: you can't trust anything on the internet anymore. You couldn't before, but now it's even worse. Everything can be AI generated. Don't support scamming or catfishing. Report it, and if it's getting really serious, you can call the police. It's really important to protect the weaker and younger ones because most of the time they don't know, and older ones as well. It's really important to look out for each other. If you want another video like this one, I really enjoyed making it and writing it. Maybe I'm getting better, I don't know. Yeah, so my camera died, so I have to record on my phone. You can leave any suggestion in the comments. I could do any video you want. I can do gaming, I can do serial killers, I can do anything. It's really up to you. And remember, you gotta be kind. You never know what anybody is going through.